If you've been to an art museum, then you've probably seen white marble sculptures like these, or these, or these. But you may not know that all this blank white marble was originally covered with bright paint. Artists and scholars have long known this from ancient texts and depictions. And archaeological remains sometimes preserve visible traces of colors. It's called polychromy. And the MFA has been at the forefront of researching it, offering color reconstructions as early as 1891. Fast forward to today, cutting-edge techniques, and our Athena Parthenos. She's a great candidate for an in-depth study. If you look closely, some of her original pigments are even visible to the naked eye. You have to look really, really closely. So, how did we work to uncover and piece together the more obscure remains? First, we photographed her using special lights and filters to look for traces of paint invisible to the naked eye. This process revealed many interesting discoveries, including a single thick line across her forehead. Yeah, a unibrow. Not only that, but it was found to be the remains of a pigment known as Egyptian blue. Now, pigment does not necessarily equal color, and it turns out that the blue was either used as an undertone for the shading of her brow and/or mixed with yellow ochre to get the color brown. We also determined that her unibrow was probably not as striking as you'd guess. The underlayer would have been a subtle shadow, and the brown color near the center of her brow was most likely applied in thin, feathered brushstrokes. Using those pigment results and some other outside research, our team built a color map of the whole statue. Next, we generated a 3D model using a series of photos. Then came reconstruction of all the missing parts. There are several ancient copies of Athena out there, which helped us fill in the gaps. Because what's a goddess of war without her helmet and spear? Finally, a digital artist used our color map to paint onto the 3D model. These images show one possible appearance, based on scientific data and some educated guesses. Even though Athena might not have looked exactly like this, our reconstruction gives us an idea of how she was meant to be seen, in glorious color.